Hey guys, so I'm back. This video is just going to be me and my predictions for UFC 128 March 19th. So it's coming Saturday. I don't think I'm going to be able to watch it because I'm working, but no big deal. I'm just going to go over the main card. I'm not going to do any undercards or anything like that. So just the main card is going to be on pay-per-view. First fight looks like it's going to be Pro Cop versus Brendan Schaub. I'm going to take Schaub. I mean, Crow Cop had his heyday and everything, but he's definitely coming to an end, as you can tell. Schaub's an up-and-comer. He's going to have more energy, have better cardio. Uh, I see this one going Schaub's way. Possibly TKO round 3 or unanimous decision. And if you hear anything in the background, sorry, that's my family. So, and then the next one is Marquardt versus Dan Miller. This is supposed to be Akiyama. But because of all the devastation in Japan, hearts go out to everybody out there, he pulled out, which is completely understandable. And so Dan Miller replaced him. This shouldn't be too hard to pick. I got Marquardt over Dan Miller. I mean, but it's really a win-win for Miller and kind of like a lose-lose for Marquardt. I mean, Miller wins, he beat Nathan Marquardt. Holy crap, that's awesome. He loses, he was expected to lose. No big deal. Goes on. The boss loves him for taking a fight. Marquardt, on the other hand, if he wins, like, yeah, you should have won. Stan Miller loses, huge loss. Drops him way down in the rankings. So this is really, actually a pretty big fight for Marquardt because he has to come out and just kind of dominate. I think he's going to do it. I got it in round 2, knockout, TKO. Next fight is Jim Miller versus Kamal Shaloris. I'm not really sure. Kamal Shaloris, I haven't seen him fight. I don't know if he's new to the UFC or he's only fought in preliminaries or whatnot. But I'm going to take Jim Miller because Jim Miller is a rising star in the lightweight division. He could possibly be maybe 2 fights away from a title shot. I mean, unless he's fighting guys like who I never heard of, but he needs at least one more big name fight to get his title shot. That's what I said. If he wins this, he should get a pretty big name and then go for the title shot after if he wins that next fight. But I got Jim Miller again. I'm going to go submission round 3. So, yeah, these are just also, mainly I just want to get the winners right. I'm just going with what I think is going to happen too. Next fight, Uriah Faber versus Eddie Wineland. This is, one of the WEC fights that, after they merge. So, I'm going to take Faber. I've never seen much of Wineland, but I've seen a good amount of Faber. Guy's got a ton of heart. I remember when he fought Mike Brown with a broken hand. I mean, only throwing elbows for pretty much 3.5, 4 rounds, if I recall. Went to a decision right there. Almost choked him out too. So, guy's got heart, guy's got talent, guy's got cardio. I'm taking Faber, 2nd round stoppage. So, and now the big fight that everybody's excited about. Mauricio Shogun Hua versus Bones Jones. Bones Jones. Now, let me tell you something. I love Bones Jones. He actually came to my store. I talked to him for a little bit. Great guy. I think he's going to be a champ one day, but he hasn't fought a top 5 opponent yet. And he's just going to get thrown into the number 1 guy in the division. I see this, I don't want to say anything badly, but I see it getting stopped in the 3rd or 4th round by Shogun. Either submission, TKO. It's gonna end in the 4th. I see it. I think Shogun's gonna survive the early onslaught that Bones is gonna try to give, and then the cardio aspect is gonna come into play. I mean, Bones has definitely worked on it, but as we saw in the Bonner fight, his cardio might not be up there. I mean, he's finished a lot of his last fights in the first rounds. We haven't seen him. So I have a feeling he's going to gas a little bit going into the 4th championship rounds, 4th and 5th. That's where I say Shogun, 4th round. And again, he hasn't fought a top 5 opponent. I mean, Bader really, I don't want to say Bader. Bader could have been a top 10, but definitely not top 5. I really thought that fight was to jump into the top 10. And granted, he beat down Bader, don't get me wrong, but Bader wasn't a top 10 in my opinion right there. Bader's great. He's going to be up there soon enough, but just wasn't there. So he's never fought anybody like that. So 4th round, choked. So it's pretty much it. Going to be a good night of fights, I think. solid cards. I mean, everybody's excited for Bones Jones. Also, so I mean, as I said, Schaub, Marquardt, Miller, Faber, Shogun. Those are my picks. I do relatively okay on the UFC picks, better than baseball, so that's good. So I would take these, you know, good. If you want to bet, go right on ahead. I don't care. I put money on Shogun. See what happens with that. Yeah, this is my predictions video for UFC 128, Shogun vs. Jones. There will be a results video once the fights are over. I'll put that up, talk about it, review it if I see it. I'm going to read about it also, try to see if I watch the videos. But yeah, that's pretty much it right now for this video. Nothing special. Yeah, that's my predictions video. Peace. I'm out.